today. She's not very happy about it.
I don't think anybody's happy about that.
She's definitely not gonna make it.
She's not gonna make it.
Jesus, guys.
But hey, Doom comes out next week, so
We were listening to that soundtrack today.
Dude, it's so fucking good.
It is. I'm really
Like
excited for
if things really do take off and coronavirus gets so widespread that it's just like a pandemic and society breaks down and we have to start raiding Walmart and Costco and shit.
They've
we're
already
definitely
been
riding. We're definitely riding in for that.
that. They've already been rated.
They've
that
already
is
been
gonna be-
rated, dude.
Yeah, they have.
Well, yeah, for toilet paper, but I'm talking about the rest of the important things.
I went there yesterday, and
Okay, cool.
the shelves were barren. There were no eggs.
I just have
No
to,
eggs?
Fucking, yeah.
Oh fuck, the eggs are
just
gone.
have to
Shit.
share the video onto.
Some dude bought like a garage full of toilet paper, tried to flip it, and Amazon and eBay shut him down for price gouging.
Oh my
I'm glad.
god.
Yeah, right. I was like, what a dick. Fuck that guy.
Okay, boom. Cool. And we are all good now. All set up here. Haha. Welcome to the Keith Bolka Show, Quarantined Edition, where we're all quarantined because
I haven't left my house in 3 weeks.
Mike DeWine thinks that we should not. The big thing about it is like I'm Keith. Above me is Kit. Above him is Matt. Just so everybody knows. I think we switched up, and Matt's now up top this time, and Kit's the middleman.
Yeah.
But you literally have. It seems like there's nobody that's in the middle of this right now. It's either you're a full mask wearing in Walmart buying toilet paper right now, or you're naked trying to have like orgies outside. Like
Naked and afraid.
what was it? I had a coworker come up to me today, and she goes, "I'm having game night tonight. You want to come over? I'm inviting everybody." And I go, "No." Like I don't know why, but as soon as she said that, the first thing I thought was, maybe that's a bad idea. What do you think, Kit? If you were Kit and Matt, if you guys were at work and somebody was like, "Hey, I'm having a big get together tonight," would you guys go?
At this
Go
point,
ahead.
I feel like, yeah, but I would definitely be cautious with what I'm doing. Trying to stay clean,
No, I feel that. I
my
feel
hands
that.
washed. But there's gonna be a certain point where that changes.
What about you, Kit?
My name is actually Phil Harris. I'm a crab fisherman off the Alaskan coast. My ship's name is the Cornelia Marie. So get that right. All right.
I wish we could
I
clip
guess
every
the-
time I told you you looked like a dock worker, and now this is what it's turned
I
into.
It's I just blew in off the coast earlier this morning. I'm having a rough day. I lost my haul of king crab.
Oh, I touched my
About
face.
this coronavirus shit. Loretta and I were gonna go out to dinner last night because we hadn't been out in a while. I would have loved to take her out to dinner. And we actually decided against it. I was like, dude, what if this is actually like getting kind of serious? So instead we went to Walmart of all places. And bought groceries to take home. And we did see a couple people wearing masks. Everybody was wiping off their carts with the fucking the Sandy wipes. And on our way out, Loretta had sneezed, and I saw like 3 or 4 people just turn around and give her this look like, oh, like what? People are just so concerned. Like she sneezed because she's not sick, but it was just really funny.
It's an allergy. That's the thing too. Is there other? Just because coronavirus is here doesn't mean that other sicknesses have been like, whoa, buddy. All right, you go ahead, coronavirus.
Right.
We're good. We're gonna sit back. Allergies are a thing right now. Flu's still a thing.
Take it away, Corona. Just
I actually had some variant of the flu on Thursday and Friday, like the last 2 days. I knew it wasn't coronavirus, but I was I was down and out, bro. So there's other sicknesses going on. Also, if you're watching right now, if anybody's watching right now, go ahead and throw a like or something in the chat. Let us know you're here. Say a question, maybe say your opinion, something like that. I really, really want to get some user interaction going on tonight. So let's just jump right into it, you beautiful bastards. So first thing I have for you, this is anybody who's not a local listener probably won't give a shit as much, but I thought I'd do my part to spread good information into the community here. So I got a minute video for us real quick to watch.
Is trying to get a better handle on the scope of the coronavirus outbreak thanks to new drive-through testing. The Cleveland Clinic and University Hospitals are both teaming up to do that testing starting later this morning. News 5's Jade Jarvis is outside the W.O. Walker building where that testing will start. And Jade, there are some restrictions and that people should know before they head over to get tested.
Yeah, Kevin, good morning. Officials say that this collaboration will help them get faster results to help slow the spread of the coronavirus. But the testing is only for patients who have a doctor's note from Cleveland Clinic or UH. Now, the testing will take place here at the garage of the W.O. Walker building from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m., 7 days a week. The first wave starts today with Cleveland Clinic patients only. Then on Monday, UH patients can start getting tested, all without having to get out of their cars. Samples collected from each patient will be sent to either UH or clinic labs. Officials say results should be available within a day. Again, a doctor's note is needed, so if you
So we don't need to. They got the bases there, but yeah, you know what I mean. If you have testing or anything like that, starting with Cleveland Clinic, all that, you can get a drive-through done, so you don't have to go in. I know that's a really big fear with people right now, not wanting to go in because of all that. Real quick in the comments, we have Brandon Keith says, "Hey Keith, what's going on, Brandon? Love you, buddy. You're a really good guy. Really good guy. If you want to drop any of your band stuff, I'll definitely give you a shout out there. I'd love to give you a shout out with that." But so they're doing drive-through testing right now for the coronavirus. You know, it's not anybody can walk and just drive right up and be like, "One coronavirus test, please." It's a doctor's note. It's something that's, you know, they're really trying to take into serious consideration. I think it's a good step for Cleveland Clinic and everything. I think the more precaution, the better, definitely in this time. Not only for the virus, but also just I think it's working opposite, but I believe the intention of trying to do all of this and be so restrictive with what we're doing and stuff like that is to not really create panic or not to let people know, hey, we're fucking taking this serious. But in return, a lot of people have been buying toilet paper because of it, which I still don't fucking understand, dude. I still, till the end of this day, will never understand why everybody ran out and bought toilet paper. I don't know if Charmin made fucking the coronavirus to try to fucking shell out
Some
more stock.
secret marketing scheme.
Right.
It's
know,
just
man.
it's like the doomsday preppers, you know, one thing happens, mass hysteria, and people flock to just buy shit out because they think they need it because they're going to be holed up for, you know, 3-4 weeks. But you're not going to need that much toilet paper.
Well, and meanwhile, then there's people who actually have to go out and buy toilet paper, and they're fucking scared because they think they're going
Last
to be
night, that was me.
conned as a prepper or some shit like that. Which also, you
Right.
know, I feel like if you if you go and buy one roll of toilet paper or one little thing right there, I think you should be good. You know what I mean? I don't think you'd be looked at as wrong. I think it's the people who have the carts full. Like, you know, they have to hold the toilet paper on there because that's how much toilet paper. Those are the people that we're looking to fucking, you know, jump when they get out there. Like, you know,
Yeah, if shit hits the fan, I'm raiding you
nobody
guys
has that
first.
shitty of a butt, asshole. You get over here. Like the great fucking TP. Also,
The great TP crisis of 2020.
like, what the fuck, dude? You know, and rumors, dude. Right now, more than ever, I have 14 people fucking watching me, so please listen to me right now. False information is going to be such a fucking thing right now. It's going to be spread everywhere. People that you think were the smartest people of all time are now going to be sharing the dumbest fake shit of all time. There's one thing that I keep seeing where people are like, "Oh, if you start to have a sore throat and you think you have the coronavirus, just gurgle some warm salt water and that kills the virus. You'll be fine. You'll be fine." And dumbass me looking at that knew that was fake. You know what I mean? The guy who falls for a lot of shit. The guy who fell for the Sims 5 or Sims 5 trailer. You know, I was able to figure out that was bullshit. So like, you know, if you get it, it's not that big of a deal. Certain people, it is a big deal. A compromised immune system. The older you are, fucking if you do get it and don't take care of yourself, just like the normal flu, it can kill you. So you know, I'm not that worried. I'm not that worried. I'm really not. Because if I get it, I think I'll be fine. If you know, they fucking got Tom Hanks too. Did you guys see that? They fucking got the Hanks.
You know who else got
They
it?
gave him a fucking Wilson volleyball in fucking quarantine. I bet he was thrilled.
You know who else got it? That was
Who?
like I just saw it today, and I was really surprised. Eminem got coronavirus today.
Eminem.
And yeah, he went to the doctor, and his palms were sweaty, and
God
his knees
damn
were
it.
also weak.
Yeah.
Is this true? Is this
These
a
are the
joke?
symptoms.
No,
These
this is
are
not
the
true.
symptoms.
Okay,
This is not-
I was gonna say this is a great joke if that would have turned out to be, but they got the Hanks. You know, they're trying to fucking kill Woody out there. So that sucks. Hanks are in
You know,
quarantine.
I might have a pretty good piece of information for everybody too.
Go ahead.
This comes from a kind of I don't know if it's a legit source or not, but one
Please
of
don't-
my former
Don't
students
believe any
from-
information, and then you're
Right,
like,
exactly.
I don't know if this is true. Let me just
It's,
throw this
well,
out.
I don't. It sounds like too
Hey,
crazy,
preface
but
it,
maybe we haven't been with this kind of
Right. Grain of salt. Grain of salt.
what is this? Right. One of my former students from Kent State, she said that one of her friends who like knows somebody in the Pentagon says there's going to be like a shutdown for like 2 weeks where you can't leave your fucking house. And then she also had another person who was in the FBI who also might have confirmed this. So I don't know if this is actually true or just like hysteria. You know, there are all these fucking rumors. Pretty
I
soon
think
I'm
that's
going to have an
hysteria.
appointment with the witch doctor, you know, next week.
I
to
mean,
bless me.
here's a good subject. Here's a good beginning subject here. Do you think that it would be okay for the government to mandatory shut us into our houses for 2 weeks? Do you think that that's okay?
After having seen just the other day the movie Outbreak with Dustin Hoffman, it's a wonderful movie. It was like recommended to me on Amazon Prime or something amidst this whole coronavirus thing. The virus, I'm not going to spoil the whole movie, but the virus mutated and went like airborne and started infecting people, and the whole United States could have been infected with this virus. And the biggest thing that I think is important is that hospitals don't have an infinite supply of fucking rooms and beds and nurses and everything. Hospitals can become overcrowded, and I think that that's what it would be good, so that people could get better in a couple of weeks, and the hospitals wouldn't be flooded with patients. Because if that happens, then it's a fucking pandemic where we lose hundreds of thousands of people.
I also think the government would need to put some sort of action of like drop off for supplies or some shit like that if people need them. You know what I mean? I think
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't it like already airborne? Is that a thing already with that?
Yeah, I think he was just. I don't know. He wanted to talk about Dustin Hoffman for a second.
Well, the way I see it, it's like you touch your face, you touch something, and you touch your face, and it gets in you. I don't know if I can.
This has made me so aware of how many times I touch my face.
Yes, and also
And it's been messing me up.
we got an explosion of comments, so hold on real quick. Let me read this out. Brandon Keats, Dethrone the King. Later I will look up your guys' Facebook page near the end. I'll give you a huge shout out. Love you, buddy. Kevin Cooper, thanks for watching. Aline Zietlow says, TP Revolution. Yes, it has definitely been some sort of TP revolution. Brandon Keats says he's got that gas TP, 40 bucks a roll. So, you need some TP. Go hit up Dethrone the King show, where they just fucking throw them while playing, bum, you want some fucking TP? And they just start streaming it through the fucking, it's great.
I need TP for my bunghole.
So anyways, Eileen also says, I can't even find wipes for my daughter, which I've seen that is a big growing concern right now for mothers. Mothers are getting really scared right now that they're not going to be able to find basic supplies for their infants, their newborns, their children, because everybody is going and panic buying things, which, a lot of newborns have sensitive skins. Those wet wipes are known to be just miracles for fucking a lot of people, because they don't make the baby as fucking irritated and stuff like that. So right now, if you are panic buying, think about that shit, dude. Think about
Right, I had, Walmart was out of toilet paper. I had to go buy 5 packs of diapers so I can wipe my ass. Like it's a pretty serious thing.
Jesus. And then lastly, Aline says amen, which whatever whatever we said. So thank you for agreeing with us. Shouts out to Melissa G. Lee Jablonski. You know I always mess up your name. I'm sorry, Melissa. I love you. Matt Stockstill, thanks for watching, and then Megan Young, thanks for watching. So the next thing, moving on. So
Thanks for thanking me.
You're welcome.
Thanks, dude.
I'm just reading the screen. All right. So the next thing I got here is a lot of companies.
He'll read anything on the screen.
He will. So don't do that. Don't.
Go fuck yourself, San Diego.
Go fuck yourself, San Diego. A lot of companies have been trying to help with the coronavirus, helping people stay inside. The one that I won't show because, I mean, if you really want to fucking go and look it up, you can. But a Japanese porn company is giving out free porn videos right now online for coronavirus, you know.
Yeah, just in case you didn't fucking know about Pornhub.
What's this website? What is this?
Exactly. Everybody's going to go look this up. So there's the lewd part of it. Let's go to a non-lewd part of it. Pokemon Go is actually trying to change up its game a little bit to help people, which I think is kind of cool, man. Because where I work, I see a lot of Pokemon Go players. I see a lot of people who don't care about driving and care about Pokemon Go more than driving. So, yeah, and I mean, these are older people, dude. And also, Madam Mona said, "What did I just enter here?" This is a fucking talk show, dude. We talk about real life topics and whatever else interests us. Thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I'd really, if you'd want to do a follow or just talk to us during it, I'd really appreciate it. I'd like it. So, Pokemon Go is basically making it easier for people not to. Because with Pokemon Go, me and Matt used to play it, and big thing about that is you kind of stay in one area for a second, and you just grind that area out.
Yeah, it's a really bad thing to do when there's a pandemic going on.
Right. So you grind that area out, and then the area starts to, like, you know, less Pokemon get there, or shittier Pokemon go there. So you got to move to a new area when you've fucking beat the area out. So now what they're doing is basically they're putting a bunch of inexpensive items that attract Pokemon to a location. They've increased the duration of a lot of it, and Pokestops refresh faster. So it's kind of cool to see these companies try to do something. You know what I mean? Do fucking something other than just saying the coronavirus is affecting everyone. Now go out there and catch all 151. You know what I mean? So I'm glad they are trying.
And by go out there, we mean stay inside.
Exactly. I'm glad they're trying to make an impact any way they can. You don't see a lot of companies do that. You know what I mean? You don't see Fortnite saying, all right, here's the coronavirus skin bundle or something like that.
Because if you're gaming, you're staying inside anyway.
Hey, you know what? Discord just launched a Discord, the app for, or it's an app and a client for your computer, for like push to talk and voice over IP and shit like that. They have a deal right now with like you can stream to more people or something.
Yeah, for
because
them,
of
like 10 to
coronavirus.
like 50 people or something like that.
Their bandwidth
For
of
classes
how
and
many people
stuff.
you can stream to and stuff like that, which is really cool.
Right.
So next thing I want to go to, so coronavirus, man, it's been hitting us hard. It's been putting a lot of people into panic, pressure, all of that. So I thought I have two videos here I wanted to share with you guys just to kind of like make you laugh, just to kind of like remember some good times maybe. This first one I have is only 1 minute and 36 seconds, but Mike Polk Jr., which I know a lot of people really like Mike Polk Jr., he did some tourism videos for Cleveland basically to show people how fun Cleveland is actually and all that. So I just wanted to play those real quick for you.
Fun times in Cleveland today, Cleveland. Come on down to Cleveland town, everyone. Come and look at both of our buildings. Buy some food that's prepared near the street. Who knows, you might even see this guy. You should come on down to West 6th Street. It's the perfect place if you're a douchebag. Watch the poor people all wait for buses. Who the fuck still uses a payphone? Here's the place where there used to be industry. This train is carrying jobs out of Cleveland. Cleveland leads the nation in drifters. Here's a statue of Moses Cleveland. He's the guy who invented Cleveland. Yeah!
So that first one, pretty accurate to Cleveland, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think that made Cleveland maybe a little bit cheerier than Cleveland actually is. Your guys' thoughts on the first one real quick there, Kit?
Little cheesy, little too poppy for me.
A little too poppy. Okay.
Cleveland isn't that happy.
It
Doesn't
made me
deserve a video like
falsely
that.
excited about
Yes.
Cleveland.
Okay.
It did a very good job.
Yeah, I think
at
that's what
doing-
it was supposed to. So let's go to. So they didn't like that first one. They thought that first one was a little bad. Gave Cleveland a bad taste. So Mike Polk, you know, what a wonderful man he is. He decided, free of charge, he'd make another one for him.
Fun times in Cleveland again. Still Cleveland. Come on down to Cleveland town, everyone. Under construction since 1868. See our river that catches on fire. It's so polluted that all our fish have AIDS. We see the sun almost 3 times a year. This guy has at least 2 DUIs. The flats look like a Scooby-Doo ghost town. Don't slow down in East Cleveland or you'll die. Our economy's based on LeBron James. Buy a house for the price of a VCR. Our main export is crippling depression. We're so retarded that we think this is art. It could be worse though, at least we're not Detroit. We're not Detroit.
So there's a real quick feel good video. I think when that first came out, that video first came out, it was like crack, dude. Everybody loved watching that video and sharing it around. Like, so you know, Mike Polk Jr., really great guy. I just thought I'd make us laugh real quick. And here's the other thing I have for you, maybe the bigger thing that I have. So here's Machine Gun Kelly. If you like Machine Gun Kelly, more power to you. You know what I mean?
You might know him from the movie Bird Box with Sandra Bullock, where he plays an irresistible fuckboy.
I didn't realize that, but there you go.
Yikes.
So this is what we're gonna do here. I don't really want to watch all 7 minutes of this, and I really didn't vet it. That
Neither do
well.
I. I got about 30 seconds of this.
So let's go. Let's just
Yeah,
go.
the land is.
Okay, so first one is the land, which who the fuck uses that? Who the fuck from Cleveland uses the land or the Clee? Who says that? Nobody.
Nobody.
Nobody. The Clee is a clothing company, which they would actually only say Clee when you're talking about the clothing company. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't say I wouldn't call up Kit and be like, hey Kit, you trying to go down to the Clee? Trying to get some dogs
Hell
down to the
no,
Clee?
dude.
You know what I mean?
You would not be my friend.
You trying to go down to the land, bro? You want to go to the land? No.
Trying to go to the edge, H2O.
So
Here.
Don Shear says this dude is a dick. Fuck yeah, Don. I agree with you. But if you like him, no skin
Where are
off
you
my
seeing
bones,
these
you know?
comments?
On Facebook.
They're not updating for me. I don't. What do I do? I can't.
You fucking listen to my voice.
I don't. God damn it.
Listen to the sound.
you have it paused?
No, just the volume's off.
Yeah, volume's off for me too. That's weird. So anyways, so already right off the back, right off the back,
Right off the back.
already right off the rip, fuck this guy. Fuck this guy for maybe he didn't know. Maybe he didn't know he was coming to this, and they should have. I don't know. Just fuck the first one,
It's
dude.
Cleveland.
I mean, you got it right.
The mis-
Mistake by the lake. Nobody fucking says this. Once again, nobody says this. Do you hear people say that? Do you hear people saying the mistake by the lake?
Never heard that in my
Please-
life.
Please comment and tell me if I'm wrong. By the way, if you're like, I hear mistake by the lake all the time. I think I've heard mistake by the lake once or twice before, just like the land or Clee. But you know, those people usually aren't alive for much longer after saying that. So you know, you don't really get to hear it that much.
Steak by the Lake. It's a nickname for Cleveland. We're right on the edge of Lake Erie. I think they're trying to play us, so we don't like that one. Sweet as day.
Is he seen now?
You know what happened after that Eminem rap battle, right?
Like Justin Bieber? What's he doing, man?
He was like, after I've destroyed that rap battle with Eminem, I'm gonna make a pop punk album now.
The mastermind behind coronavirus is Machine Gun Kelly.
So, Mistake by the Lake, according to Don Shear, is a classic. So that is a classic saying. Sweetest Day, if you're in school, you know what Sweetest Day is. That's more of like a high school type thing, I'm pretty sure. Do you still celebrate Sweetest Day outside of school? Kit? Oh. Matt, do you think his His mic died?
There we go. Sorry, my
Oh.
mic was muted because I didn't
There
want
you
to
go.
cough into it. Sweetest Day and what is it, like National Boyfriend Day and National Girlfriend? Dude, they're just such fucking just fake holidays.
They
dude.
are.
Like,
So let's see if he gets it right.
Oh my God, Sweetest Day. I forgot about this weird holiday that like,
What, Valentine's Day?
I've never ever seen.
It's
anyone
basically
else
just
celebrate
Valentine's
except
Day
for,
too.
like, my high school, right?
Okay, he's good. He's good.
You know what I mean?
He did say that
It's
at least.
like Valentine's Day, but it's in October. I think it's the 17th or something. But yeah, it's so dumb. We already have one of these. It's Valentine's Day.
Well, at least we can agree
Someone
upon
just
that.
woke up in October and was like, this is a holiday. Because I have a
By the
girlfriend
end of this
today.
video,
Like,
Keith's
I
gonna
don't know
like
what happened.
machine
It was-
gun.
We just, I don't know. Does anyone else know about this holiday?
It's like, I don't know. I can hardly relate to this guy
Yeah.
now.
Don Shear says, LOL, it's true. And then Tyler James Tackett. What's going on,
Dead
bud?
Man's Curve.
Okay, everybody knows Dead Man's Curve. Dead
Yeah.
Man's Curve is an actual
Yeah.
thing here.
Yeah.
We all know this. I don't have to tell my fucking
I
viewers.
wouldn't even. That's not slang, is it?
It's really not slang.
It's more of like a saying.
Yeah,
I
there-
wouldn't say that.
it's like a landmark.
Yeah, so we're going to skip that one altogether, man. Fuck that. So, OHIO,
Because when people,
that's a sports thing, right? That's honestly just a sports thing for
Yeah, like you say OH, and then some other guy across the fucking stadium says
Right.
IO.
like when you're going to the Buckeyes or stuff like that. That's really when you're gonna hear OHIO, or just like douchebag drunk frat guys. I feel like those are the only two you really hear it. So let's see.
people see a fellow Ohioan, they go OH, and then you're supposed to go IO.
So apparently, if you're outside of Ohio, that's your Jeep
Can't do it.
wave. You know, when you have a Jeep, you have to wave to every other Jeep person in the manual, or they
Or
come
it's
in.
like Subarus. You know, my brother does the Subaru wave to other Subarus.
Dude, they
and
come
shit.
and take your Subaru away if you don't do it. It's in
What?
the manual. They repo that shit.
No, but let's
And
do
like
it
all
right
Mustang
now.
drivers
OH.
like kiss each other. You know.
Kind of cool. That's Jake. That's Jake.
All right, that's Jake. That's Jake. I believe is that the Jacobs Field, right?
I think so. Yeah. Is
Yeah.
it still Jacobs Field or is it?
No,
Wait.
it's like
No, it's the Quicken Loans Arena.
no. Quicken Loans Arena is basketball. Jacobs Field was for baseball, but I believe it's Progressive Field now.
Yes, it's Progressive, and then you have there's like some other. They just renamed
The
the
shithole
Quicken
for
Loans
Browns.
Arena or something.
Yeah. But so that's Jake is basically like, you know, that's Jacobs Field. That's Jake. That's what that is.
You
Are we
say
all-
the Jake.
Are we all agreeing upon that's what it is?
I think so. Yeah.
All right, sweet. Let's see what he says.
Oh my God, that's Jake is so funny because it's like, I've never ever heard anyone else say that outside of Cleveland, but like it means that's whack. Like that's
What?
Nope, he didn't get that one wrong at all. I think he's mixing it up
What?
with that's jank, maybe.
dead.
That's
Like,
Jake.
corny. That's
I've
dead.
never heard anybody say that.
Who is Jake? No one knows. I don't know, but he must suck
You son of a bitch, bro.
because he got that is like the.
Damn, fuck
like, you don't
him.
wanna be like,
All right,
suck
Pop.
this
We
out.
know what Pop is. A po' boy, but a po' boy's
Okay.
not Cleveland slang.
Po' boy is not Cleveland slang, dude. I've got
Yeah,
a
no,
po'
no.
boy
Yeah,
all
that's-
over fucking
Bro,
different states and shit.
Eric, Tim and Eric made a fucking wonderful joke about Italian people and po' boys. The Pie Zone episode of their Putin Bay.
Everyone goes to get up. Yeah, you take a ferry.
I mean, that's
To get-
right. It's just a place everybody goes to drink. It's nothing really different
Boys
than that.
are a New Orleans thing.
That's what I thought. Okay, Matt. What's cornhole? You know that?
You
Yeah,
name
the
it, this.
fucking drinking sport that fucking people do. They throw the fucking sacks into the holes.
Right. Is that outside of Cleveland, though?
Yeah, cornholes everywhere.
That's what I thought. See, Matt's the only person who's lived in multiple places besides us growing up, so we really have Matt to look as our other...
Yeah,
Other
I got
places-
fucking stuck in the tornado of just waste this. Oh,
What is a Cleveland thing that you know?
That I
have you
know?
watched this video yet?
I've watched some of it, but the one of the Cleveland things I know is that's Jake. I know that one.
That's not real. That is not real.
That is real, dude. That's Jake is real.
That's Jake. Like that's messed up.
No, it's not. He fucked it up. That's Jake is for Jacobs Field. It's talking about Jacobs
Okay,
Field.
all right.
He fucked that one up hardcore. We'll
What if he
do two more. The Rapid, which is just a
Okay,
train.
all right.
I'll
Yeah.
get that.
I always thought it was like a bus, but the train makes sense.
Christmas Ale. I think Christmas
Great
Ale.
Lakes beer.
I think that's everywhere.
No, that's
though.
no, it's only here. You guys have
Really?
Great Lakes Christmas Ale. Yeah, Great Lakes does not exist outside of Ohio.
Well, I thought there was
You can't get it.
Christmas Ale other places.
Nothing like that.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, y'all have the best fucking alcohol. Good job, guys. You did it, Ohio. You did it.
You heard it here first, folks.
You
The
couldn't
Cleveland
go
Curse,
outside because of the winter, so you invented the best alcohol.
the Flats. I mean, this is just like somebody Googled like Cleveland or like looked at some Cleveland Twitter and just got a bunch of shit from it. You know what I mean? Because B-dubs. Okay, I'll give you B-dubs, bro. I'll give you B-dubs. I hear B-dubs a lot.
B-dubs.
Yeah,
B-dubs is everywhere.
B-dubs is everywhere. Do they say B-dubs though everywhere?
Yeah, what are you talking about? Buffalo Wild Wings?
Yep, that's a Cleveland slang right there. So, all right, well, fucking on to the next thing here. On to the next thing. We're just rolling through here.
Well, at least we could agree. Machine Gun Kelly sucks.
Yeah,
That's what that video was about.
it's just how
Machine
much
Gun
he
Kelly's
sucks.
from Cleveland.
He should have called out all that shit, dude. He should have been like, nobody says this shit.
Right.
Companies made this. I think Spider-Man is becoming too big. I think they're kicking a dead horse. And I think after you hear the amount of Spider-Man movies in the works, I think everybody will agree with me. So right now, because you remember there was that whole big thing where Spider-Man wasn't going to be a part of the MCU anymore because of Sony wanting more money, and Marvel said no, and blah 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 blah, and then they were able to talk it out somehow, and everybody was so happy. So right now we have Spider-Man 3, which is cool. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse 2. Still cool. We're still at a cool range. This is an animated movie. The other one's the live-action movie. Cool with it. Morbius, whatever the fuck his name is. The Living Vampire, which is going to be Jared Leto. Which, okay, all right, I get it. Sony needs to cash
Is that
in
part of the
somehow.
Spider-Man anthology? Or
Sony's Spider-Verse. Because you have to realize, because of what just happened with Sony and Marvel, Sony's Spider-Verse is now going to be connected to the MCU. So, Venom 2. Okay, that was a good movie, right? That was a good movie, but we're starting to tiptoe on, holy shit, that's a lot of fucking Spider-Man. You know what I mean? Spider-Gwen movie.
I mean, why stop? You know, they've been hashing out superhero movies since the year fucking 2000. So,
True.
What's more Spider-Man movies? You know.
Well, I think Spider-Gwen, and
I
then
don't
we
think
go
they're
to
gonna stop anytime soon.
Black Cat, Silver Sable. All right, now we're getting kind of out there. We could have just added these guys to another movie, maybe. We didn't. I don't think we need to. You know, maybe the Black Cat and Silver Sable, I could see focusing on women superheroes and stuff like that and all that. That'd be really cool. I think they're both good characters that are written. Madam Web. I
what
can't
the fuck
make
is
this
wrong with
shit
that
up.
face? What is that?
So
Is that
Madam
like an elephant man?
I don't have time to sit here and explain to you Madam Web, but just know that Madam Web is like, it's far down the line Spider-Man lore. You know what I mean? That's when you're going into multiple universe Spider-Man lore. Silk. Now you're just going too far, all right? Now you're just going too far.
Thorax.
Was Silk, okay? You know?
You can't
just-
follow this shit anymore, man. Like I
Sinister
stopped
Six.
watching
Sinister
Avengers.
Six now. Now we're adding in the Sinister Six. Why not, right? Why not? And then, Kraven, Mysterio, Nightwatch, and Jackpot projects. But you can't fucking forget about all those. That's 4 more into one there. And then, last but not least, we don't even know what the fuck it's titled. We just know that it's Spider-Man and Roberto is fucking writing it. We don't even know the concepts of what this Spider-Man movie might bring. But we know
Probably
it's
still gonna
Spider-Man.
kill it in the box office because people will buy that shit and they'll go watch it. They'll all go watch it.
You know, out of all of these, I can tell you right now, out of all of these, honestly, I'd really only want Spider-Man 3, Spider-Verse 2, Venom 2, and I think that Black Cat and Silver Sable film. I think the rest is just like, wait a minute, bro. What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, Jesus. So, you know, Spider-Man's just a dead, just cum-filled corpse in the fucking corner right now.
It's like the Terminator, man. Like the last Terminator
they've-
movie just fucking killed the whole franchise, dude.
You know, that was the thing that pissed me off too about that Terminator movie was like, if they would have released that instead of Terminator Genesis, I think it would have worked. It was just one of those too late. You know what I mean? Too late. Because by the time they got to the concepts in Terminator Dark Fate, which was like, it's not Skynet, it's a different AI program, all that stuff. It was just too far, you know what I mean? It's already been ingrained in my head that it was Skynet for 5 fucking movies.
And then there's
They
like
just
3
change
different
it.
timelines with like John
Yes.
Connors. Like there's 5,000 John Connors or some shit. Dude, fucking, I don't know. I like Terminator Salvation the best. That was my favorite one out of the whole everyone.
Terminator
Just
Salvation?
because I don't know. Christian
That
Bale
was the worst one, bro.
pretty
That was
good
the
in that movie.
worst one. Are you kidding me?
I always liked that one, man. It was just
This
gritty.
is John
It was
Connor.
like,
If you're listening to this, you're part of the resistance. You know what I mean? Dude, he was about to die. He had a Terminator following him, and he ran up. He was like, "This is John Connor. You're part of the resistance. I need help." Or
that's why I
like,
liked it, dude. It was like Batman, you know?
what was the one part where he's talking to the Terminator guy, and he's like, "You can get in there. You can help me." And the guy's like, "Yeah, dude, I can help you. Just calm down." And he starts to like go into the water, and he just goes, "What are you?" And he just starts shooting. It was just an emotional break out of nowhere, dude.
And his fucking veins and his fucking eyeballs burst.
There was that part where he's covered in oil and he's just yelling. It's just so weird, dude. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a funny fucking film, but like, Jesus. So, alright, so because of that, I also thought, you know, because everybody's going to be staying inside and shit like that, I thought we could see some shit that's coming out and see if it excites us or not. First one we got is Bruce Willis and this WWE star are going to be in a sci-fi film, basically, which says a group of warriors and scientists must fight to protect and save their race when a hostile alien species with the power to infect and take over human hosts sets its sight on a futuristic human society. Called Cosmic Sin, which, if they take it as an over-the-top kind of action movie, that really, if they go Doom Annihilation with it, it's gonna be fucking terrible, right? It's
Says
gonna be
he's the
terrible.
best sniper in the galaxy and lead assassin fighting for the human race against an alien invasion. It definitely sounds like it's gonna be like.
Is that
over the
Duke
top.
Nukem?
That's what I want it to be, more kind of Duke Nukem. If they do it in a Duke Nukem kind of way, where it's kind of self-aware and shit like that, I think it would be really good, man. I think it would be a really good movie. Next one is Avatar 2 through 5.
Coming out
It's
over the next
ambitious.
30 years.
Jesus. Basically. There's going to be a new Spawn movie.
Oh, shit. That was like one of my favorite movies growing up as a kid, man.
What is that?
The original Spawn.
Do you know what Spawn is?
No.
So Spawn is kind of like Punisher, I think, in like a comic book form, but instead of, he like actually dies and goes to hell and becomes a demon called Spawn.
He like sells his soul or
Yeah,
something.
Yeah.
Oh.
And apparently it's going to be Jamie Foxx this time, which I don't know if you guys know. Real quick, I have to show you guys.
Oh, you Jamie Foxx.
There's one, I believe it's called, yes. I need everybody to look up Sleepless, aka Black Taken, is what they used to, there we go.
Oh my god.
They used to just say Black Taken.
What?
But, so his,
What?
hold on, let me see if I can find the clip real quick. There's just one little clip. Yes, yes. So this has been like the biggest meme on the internet right here.
They said it was just gonna be an easy grab. Well, it ain't no easy grab. They got teeth.
They got tea, all right? So if you need any incentive on why you should watch Sleepless, they got tea.
They got the T.
They got T. No, T's his son. They steal
Oh.
Jamie Foxx's son. His name's T. At one point, they like steal drugs from somebody, and T.I., who's his partner, he was like, "It's supposed to be an easy grab, man." And he goes, "It wasn't an easy grab. They got T." So they got T. All right, so going on to our last topic tonight. Our last topic is going to be foldable phones and why you should or should not care for at least another 10 years. So I'm middle of the range knowledge with my foldable phone shit right now. Kind of delved into it. I know Matt, you're kind of like in the dark about these, aren't you?
Foldable phones, I'm not completely, but yeah.
Like you haven't really researched it at all, right?
No, I haven't researched it.
Okay. And then, Kit, you know a little bit about it.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just construction. Like I watch a YouTube channel called Jerry Rig Everything, which Keith already has prior knowledge about. And that kind of, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to look at a couple of these and kind of see what's up because a foldable smartphone is cool. You know what I mean? It's really cool to see. We're not going to watch the 10-minute videos. We're going to skim through a little bit.
Genuinely crazy.
But I just wanted
crazy awesome.
I just wanted you guys to see what these things do, what they look like. You know what I mean? These are real consumer products right now.
Which is really scary. That these are being released and the problems that are happening should not happen.
Well,
and we're not even there to like foldable screens yet.
I think we should. The blame lies a little bit on the manufacturer, but I also think it lies on the consumer because these people were a lot of these people seeing these at tech shows were trying to buy it right off the bat. You know what I mean? Which a lot of people don't think realize these tech shows are showing off what companies are trying to do, not what they can do at the moment. And I feel like a lot of people get fucked up with that shit, dude. Let's go to the bend test. I think that's.
And they want to rush to be the first one to release it.
Yes.
But really, it's not ready. And I think like
real quick, he's doing a scratch test right now as Kit's talking. So basically, it's going to tell you, dude, it's scratched on a 2. Which
is like plastic.
Bro, so the newer smartphones will scratch somewhere around 7, 8, right?
No. Scratches at a level 6 with deeper grooves at a level 7.
Yes. And this is a 2. So, I mean, man, I wonder if the screen. No, it's still there, dude. It's imprinted. Well, I mean, what do you think about this, Matt? After seeing this right here, do you think?
I can see that the screen is definitely weaker, but
I
feel like it's. I don't want to say it's a good test because it's not going to be sitting there fucking initially trying to do that. But I mean, I could see after a few drops or something like that, you know.
I'll tell you what.
Drop that on some good stuff, dude. And
this test is for
your phone.
If you have keys or pennies in your pocket and you store them with your phone, or you put it upside down on top of something.
Right.
Glass is pretty good about that. But this, in terms of a phone that you're spending, probably, I don't know, I would say this is an $800 or $900 premium phone from a premium developer.
I believe it's
just not ready.
$1,200.
Holy shit,
more.
Man.
It's more than $1,000. So, real quick, Aaron Tatarian.
Shitty product.
Aaron says, "What's up, y'all? Right now we're talking about foldable phones and why we don't think they're consumer ready." Well, another thing is like people could say, "Well, it's a foldable phone, Kit. You can fold it closed if you don't want to get it scratched." But I think that's the thing, though. I don't think we wanted the foldable phones to protect our screens. I think we wanted the foldable phones because of how compact they can be, I guess. I think that's a big thing, and maybe a nostalgia value to it. I'm not really sure. But I totally do not think that these screens are ready. 100%. 100% don't think they're ready at all.
For a different application, I think yes. Like a contoured billboard, that takes some sort of shape. That's not getting used every day.
Yeah.
Phones go through so much wear and tear. And it's like you're just expected to buy a new phone every year. They don't last as long as like flip phones. Like I still have my old flip phone and it still works fine. And I've had it for, I don't know, maybe 16, 17 years now, and it still works fine. It needs to be either like 2 separate screens that are glass, or it's just not ready for polymer screens. There's no screen protector on this either. Like the screen is
Yes.
part of the protector. And if you try to remove the screen protector that's on it, you fucking kill the screen. And it's dirt gets in the hinges and everything, and then you got little stones. You know, if you drop it, it could get misaligned. It's just way too complex for the
They're absorbing most of
what it's trying to do.
Let's do this bend
and the
test
screen
now.
is still
All
in
right.
one piece. Of course, the phone is meant to fold inwards. Samsung said it would survive 200,000 times, which is 182 times a day if you plan on keeping your phone for 3 years. Bending back the opposite direction, though, is a different story. With
Oh,
the first flex, we get a small separation of the frame near the
Oh.
antenna line, and the top half bumper started coming loose. But the screen of the Z Flip is still entirely intact and in one piece. It still shuts and opens with no grinding of the hinge. We'll try it again. You can see the back panels of the phone meet in the center, providing more support to keep the phone from bending backwards. And the phone hinge does a really good job of keeping the phone shape for the most part. Only on our third bend did we finally hear a snap from the frame near that power button. And even then, the so-called glass screen of the Z Flip is still intact. Folding screens are pretty resilient. Even though the phone doesn't really shut quite right anymore, it's physically withstanding quite a bit more abuse than I...
so you know, the scratch part is really bad, but it seems like it's a little bit more drop proof because of that and all of what's going on there. A little bit more shatter proof. Would you agree with? Oh wait, no, and he shatters it. And he fucking shatters it as soon as.
Things are still functional.
Wow.
You might be asking, hey Jared,
Where is he shattered at? There you go.
now, after all its previous bins,
Oh
and
my
cracks, does the back
God.
panel shatter. It's only a cosmetic wound since the display is still working.
So I mean, the display still works though. So Samsung Galaxy Flip, you know, your fingernails are gonna fuck that thing up, bro. It's what's gonna happen. So now we got the next one here, which is the Motorola Razr Flip.
See the good phone that's inside this bad one.
You can see this one takes on a little bit of a different kind of screen there because it tries to keep it looped with the screen. Did you see that when it was down there? Unlike the Samsung one where it looked like the Samsung one actually folded. It actually just does a fold one. This one tries to not put that crease on the phone.
What are you willing to trade in order to
And,
get a flip phone with a folding screen?
I don't know if I like
Something
that,
can
Kit.
fit in your pocket and that isn't too
Well,
thick and that
I feel
folds
like shit would get
completely
underneath
flat and
that,
even has a second display
you know,
on it.
part where the screen
Well,
is, and
first,
then when
you're
you
gonna have
fold
to
your
trade
phone
a lot
out,
of
you're gonna get a
money.
dent where
It's
like a piece of dirt is, you know?
which is
Yeah.
Sky high cost relative to this Razr's capabilities. If this phone didn't fold in half and it cost a penny over, say, $250, I would tell you not to buy it. Even at that price, I don't know if I'd.
So basically, don't buy it. He's basically saying if it was $250, I wouldn't know whether or not you should buy it. I would tell you not to buy it. So don't buy the Motorola or the Razr Flip. It seems like a lot of these companies are just trying to cash in to fucking this foldable screen thing. Especially Motorola with making a new Razr that's flip. You know what I mean? Cashing on that nostalgia. And also, I don't know if you guys remember when back in the day when the Razr launched, it had so many fucking problems. And not to mention the other phone that they released, the Crazer. Do you guys remember the Crazer?
I think so.
Yeah, that one was even worse. Matt, did you have any Motorola phones growing up?
Yeah, I had a Razor.
Do you remember having any problems with it?
Yeah, it can't survive underwater. That was my biggest problem with it. I jumped in it with it in my pocket into the pool.
Damn. I think every kid did that with a Razr at one point.
Yeah.
I think that's just a thing. So, all right, now we've done the two ones that are out on the market. You can buy. Now we're gonna do two. One that you can't buy but is on the market, right, Kit? That's how it goes. We can't because of tariffs or something like that. And then the other
There's
one,
something like that.
the other one's just the only one I have for Matt mainly because I know Matt loves when I look at these things and then I bring the one company that's just like go fuck yourself and does something outrageous. Tries to like be ahead of the curve. So this next one, man, not this one, but the next one, I picked out specifically for you.
Mobile World Congress in Barcelona, and we've just taken a look at.
So they're in Barcelona. They have to go to Barcelona to do this. So here's the other foldable phone here. This one is like completely the opposite from the other two. If you guys see it folds the opposite way, right? And it kind of folds out into being like kind of like a mini tablet.
I'll say this one looks the cleanest.
You have to beware about it creasing, so you do
But
have to have a radius on the inside of the hinge.
I think I like this.
Durability, I feel like, is the main issue with these.
Right. But I think out of all three of these, I think this one looks the best.
Yeah.
So let's see if he can. Does he get anything into it? Where he actually? No, this isn't a hands-on one. This asshole lied to me. But no, this one is the best looking one. I'm sure, you know, if you really wanted to, you could try to find it. It looks like it's kind of going for like. It's kind of going for like a Fox Apple kind of design in certain parts of it. Here, let me go back a little bit here where it shows the underneath and all that.
It looks like the old Fallout Pip-Boy mod you can get where you can pull up the Pip-Boy off the wrist.
Like right there, that looks really bizarre. Because that's on the back of it, it's got to have the camera and the flashes and all that still. So yeah, that one looks really cool. I think out of all the ones we've seen, that one looks the coolest. I don't really need to go that much further into it because we can't really get it for a fucking review yet. So last one. I hope you're ready, Matt. So there's the folding phone, right?
The fuck is this?
These guys say, fuck that. The tri-fold phone, Matt.
Hey, do you guys like accordions?
Look at this thing, man.
Phones are boring.
Right? Fuck folding phones. They're a piece of shit, dude.
The first wave of foldable devices, and they're neat, but you've seen all that already.
Yeah, I have.
This is about what comes next.
What could you do after a folding phone, right? Add another fucking fold. That's the only thing you could do.
After the current generation of foldables, something like the Trifold from TCL, a wild new concept folding tablet phone thing.
So I think the big bad thing about this Trifold phone that I think is really bad is I don't think that it really has a way to stay stable after those three. It looks like it stays pretty stable. It looks cool. Like, don't get me wrong, it looks cool, but like, I thought, you know, it looks like it's bigger than a regular fucking smartphone. I swear that other one we saw looked like it stayed at like the same size as like, you know, like.
Look at that! It's as big as his fucking iPad, dude.
When it's folded up, but look when it's all folded up. Like, are you really? Do you really want to use that shit?
Oh yeah, put the fucking one surface of your screen on the table and move it around and scratch the fuck out of it while you watch this movie.
Right.
Like, what?
So definitely, you know, I just think it's screen problems, dude.
It's just the application for like a folding screen, I don't think is appropriate for any phone. Like, I don't think it's ever going to be a thing unless you can make glass that actually folds and change like the composition of glass molecules to the point where they can fold, or make a polycarbonate that, you know, receives capacitive thumb signals. It's not going to happen.
You need a good scratch resistant coating.
And before anybody you know, starts to talk about the laptop side, yes, they are doing the same. They are doing these things with laptops right now called dual screen laptops, which I think look fucking ugly. What do you guys think?
What is this?
That's, you see right above the keyboard there?
Yeah, what is that?
That's an extra screen.
Why do you need that?
Why do I have to look down at it? It's like, as if my neck didn't have problems enough staring
It's a
at
fucking
screens.
laptop, dude.
They're gonna want me
It's
to
not a
look straight down.
Right.
Two monitor setup.
This one looks a little weirder than the other ones I've looked at. Here we go. So the
first laptop with a folding screen.
This is the one I've looked at. Which, listen, look at me. I like this one though. I like this one for the fact of.
All right, you know where this would be so much better, in some sort of like, you know, like things that don't get used by your hands and touched and manipulated
all the time.
Often. So like anything on a wall, like.
Or
in
a
a
car
wall with like a digital screen or something that you couldn't fuck with, you know.
Right.
Your heads up display on your car, you know, or like the dashboard, you know.
Yeah.
Like, hey, change the radio or the temperature.
So like this one right here. I think these are the ones I like the most, because with a few of these, they don't show you in any of these videos, at least this video. I know Linus Tech Tips does it, so you know, I'd really just suggest watching Linus Tech Tips if you guys ever want to look up anything new coming out. They know their shit. But and ones like these where you can fold it out to have it like a bigger screen, right?
You're right, Vic.
They actually come with these little attachments that you can put onto it. So if you want a keyboard, it's just a little rubber thing you put on there and it's a keyboard again and stuff like that. So I think this technology can go further than foldable phones. I'm much more in the foldable 2-screen laptop than I am anything else because it does have a lot of capabilities to it, Kit. As much as it's kind of gimmicky and funny at points, I think it could go somewhere. It's just like a tablet that folds in, kind of.
It would be nice to have okay, so let's say you're a digital artist or something. You could have your palette and your brushes and your layers on the lower screen, and you could have the full art on the main screen.
Yeah,
or writing papers. You have your research below and you're writing your paper on top or whatever.
And look at this person right here. You see on this one how they have it set up for dual screen, and then they just have a little pad down at the bottom for it, and they just have a pen.
Yeah.
So, I guess what I'm trying to say is I like that way more after than the folding smartphones. Hey, here we go. Matt's coming back. So, just in, breaking news from Project CD Red. Are you guys ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
So, Cyberpunk 77's almost gold. They decided to, I don't know why they decided to do this, announce another Witcher game coming after Cyberpunk 2077. Which,
wow.
I don't think anybody was doubting that. I don't think anything was going to be yeah, they're done with The Witcher. See you later. So, good for them. Excited to see what the fuck it would be. And then also Eminem just put out a new music video. So, there you go. There's my last tech update for you. Let's get on to closing comments and get the fuck out of here. Kit, we'll start with you.
Wash your hands. Doom Eternal comes out in 6 days.
There you go. And Matt?
I saw this. People have gotten super innovative, right, with trying to stay clean. And I saw this one thing with this dude had a lighter, right, but he had the metal bar, like the small paper clip going across. So he touched things like an elevator button with that metal clip going across, and then lit the lighter so it burned.
That's pretty funny.
Just heats up.
Wow.
So yeah, it's crazy to see people's innovations through these weird times.
So my closing comments. If you have an immune deficiency, if you're over a certain age, if you have a reason to be afraid of the coronavirus, then yes, you should be afraid. You should be taking precautions. If you don't, you still have to be taking precautions, but you shouldn't panic buy, build a prepper shelter in your backyard, all that stuff. I think things will be fine in that aspect. Besides that, a lot of companies are trying to help people stay inside right now with whatever that may be. So look up all those deals, dude. Just from me, there's this Melissa. She's a writer. She's giving one of her books away for free right now. I do have it posted on the Keith Bolka page, so I would really suggest you guys go and do that. And then because I promised Brandon here, so we're gonna do Dethrone the King. We're gonna let's see if they're Facebook. I think this is them. Hopefully this is them. If this is, Dethrone the King, Ohio. Here we go. Here they are. Just a fucking genre. You can decide that. You know what I'm saying? They're fucking crazy guys. They need a vocal right now. They need a vocalist. So if you guys know anything about a vocalist, seems like they need one right now. Their interests are family, music, food, and video games, just like all of us. So, what's up? Is that a song? Jesus.
That's a song, alright.
I might actually look that song up afterwards because that was actually pretty tight, dude. That was
Fan interest, family.
Yeah, it's all about family. So, hey, shouts out to them. Also, if you watch my show tonight, if you watch it for 5 minutes, 2 seconds, all that, I appreciate it, guys. I really do. I hope all your dreams come true. I hope all your hopes come to fruition. I hope everything that you've ever wanted and beyond happens to you. And also hear from the Keith Bulka Show. Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.